Sensibility, Rationality, Intellectuality, and Spirituality. Xiefeng. May 27, 2012. Mr. Shrek the Monster has introduced us to the Mysteries of Life series, Extraterrestrial Civilization Contact Volume, which mentions that 37,000 years ago, there was a continent called Lemuria floating in the Indian Ocean. The civilization of that era was centered around sensibility. About 10,000 years ago, during the Atlantis period, human civilization was primarily centered around rationality, and in the following 10,000 years, human civilization centered around intellectuality. And what about the future? In the future, human civilization will evolve towards spirituality, which is also the symbolic mark of the Lifechanyuan era. Now, I will explain the meanings and significance of sensibility, rationality, intellectuality, and spirituality. We should not look up definitions in dictionaries. Chinese culture is divinely created, and Chinese characters are divinely created. We should understand sensibility, rationality, intellectuality, and spirituality directly from the meanings of the words themselves. Firstly, the common point among sensibility, rationality, intellectuality, and spirituality is nature. Sensibility is to feel nature, rationality is to understand and organize nature, intellectuality is to know and comprehend nature, and spirituality is to approach nature flexibly and dynamically. Nature is the essence of the universe. Take care of the big things and the little things will take care of themselves. When we feel, understand, organize, know, and approach nature flexibly, the mysteries of life, and the universe become clear. What is the universe? The universe is nature. The myriad things in the vast world are all nature, all manifestations of nature. Nothing can exist apart from nature, mountain nature, water nature, fish nature, bird nature, beast nature, human nature, divine nature, demonic nature, flower nature, Buddha nature, etc. Who can exist without nature? The core of Buddhist philosophy is nature. The one who best inherited the wisdom of the Buddha, Shakyamuni, is Kashyapa. Shakyamuni held a flower and Kashyapa smiled. Others did not understand. Kashyapa is the ancestor of Zen Buddhism. The core figure of Zen Buddhism is Bodhidharma. Bodhidharma was the last Indian Zen master and the first in the eastern lands. Thus, in China, Bodhidharma is called the ancestor of Zen Buddhism. The treatise on the bloodline of the patriarch clearly states, Buddha is nature, and nature is Buddha. Therefore, practicing Buddhism is practicing nature, and practicing nature is practicing Buddhism. Seeing one's true nature is becoming a Buddha. What I guide in Lifechanyuan is nature, love, and Tao. Why practice nature, love, and Tao? This is determined by the three essential elements of the universe: consciousness, structure, and energy. Tao is the characteristic of consciousness, nature is the characteristic of structure, and love is the characteristic of energy. Therefore, we need to practice nature, love, and Tao. After 2013, humanity will enter a new civilization, the Lifechanyuan era. The characteristic of the civilization in the Lifechanyuan era is spirituality. Spirituality is the nature of celestial beings. In the coming 1,000 years, all members of humanity will live like celestial beings. Time is the best standard to test truth, facts speak louder than words. The current life in the second home established by Lifechanyuan is the life of celestial beings. There are no conflicts, no arguments, no deception, no intrigue, no suffering, no anxiety, no worries, no one pockets anything found on the road and doors are unbolted at night. Everyone is happy, joyful, free, and content, living like celestial beings. Why is this possible? Because we have inherited human civilization, having gone through the stages of sensibility, rationality, and intellectuality, and have now entered the era of spirituality. The main feature of the human spiritual civilization era is to live out the Tathagata nature, living entirely according to the will of the Creator, the greatest Creator. It is to bloom one's own nature freely and without restraint. The sixth patriarch of Zen Buddhism, Huineng, has classic explanations of self-nature. All phenomena are inseparable from one's own nature. How unexpected! The self-nature is originally pure. How unexpected! The self-nature is originally neither arising nor ceasing. How unexpected! The self-nature is originally complete in itself. People should approach nature flexibly and dynamically, live in nature, not in morality, ethics, ideology, truth, doctrine, nation, religion, political party, family, or organization. People no longer pursue, possess, or control anything but bloom their own nature freely and timely like flowers. Those who cannot feel nature are ignorant. Those who cannot understand or organize nature are foolish. Those who do not know nature are ignorant. Those who do not approach nature flexibly and dynamically are barbaric. Everything is nature. The entire universe is a dance of nature. Attempting to transcend nature is as foolish and ignorant as someone pulling their own hair to lift themselves off the ground. If practice and cultivation do not confront nature or do not practice nature, it is like scratching an itch through a thick glove. It is off-topic, upside down, and illusory. It is not only difficult to achieve happiness, joy, freedom, and contentment in life but also impossible to reach the Elysium world of heaven. How to practice nature? It is subtle and profound, difficult to articulate. The best method is to follow my road map. I am the guide for the human spirit and soul. As long as you follow my guidance, your wishes will be fulfilled, and your ideals will be realized. This can be verified by the Chanyuan celestials living in the second home. Of course, the Chanyuan celestials are still in the initial stage and have a long way to go to live in nature, but this initial stage already proves that my road map is entirely correct. When the Chanyuan celestials reach the intermediate stage, their experience will be even more beautiful and joyful. Who am I? Am I a messenger of the greatest creator? An incarnation of God, Buddha, celestial, and saint? A great guiding spirit born in northwest China? Do not worry about it. Treat me as your soulmate and communicate openly. Feel if I have any demands on you. If I do, then I am a demon. If I do not, and instead guide you step by step to the peak of life and life, why not take advantage of it? Why not do a business that only gains and never loses? Face reality and yourself honestly, act according to your nature, discard hypocrisy and falsehood, do not make a fuss, do not be hysterical, do not attempt to escape reality. Live authentically and be yourself. Otherwise, you will not enter the new human civilization, the Lifechanyuan era of spirituality.